Hello YouTube, this is the Dbtgamer Show, episode 169, part 2. Today I'm reviewing Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4 for the Nintendo Wii. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, please go back and watch it. I covered most of my stuff. I talked about story, graphics, controls, music and gameplay, and some of the good stuff about this game. In this part I'm going to talk about a few more things. So, without further delay, let's talk about the giant hub world that is Hogwarts. Hogwarts is huge. This is probably the biggest hub world I've seen in my life. In the previous LEGO games, it had a very small hub world, and all they did was serve as portals to your levels. But Hogwarts is absolutely massive. It can be a little bit difficult to get around sometimes, but have no fear. There's this guy called Nearly Headless Nick, and when you've got your next level to go to, or your next part in the story to go to, he'll leave a trail of ghost studs. If you follow these studs, it will take you to your next area in the castle that you need to in order to progress in the story. So you can get lost, but most of the time, throughout the main story, he's always there to help you. Hogwarts itself is quite well done. It's got a very LEGO feel to it, and the game designers themselves, I think they've done a very good job of bringing Hogwarts to life, and it gives the game a sense of realism, and it does feel like you're in the world of Harry Potter. There's also several collectibles to collect while you're in Hogwarts. For completing certain puzzles, you can get Students in Perils, gold bricks, quite a lot of studs, all that sort of stuff. One thing that's unique about Hogwarts is that you can't do anywhere else in the game, as far as I know, is that if you complete certain puzzles, you will get a small red box, and if you give these small red boxes to an owl stand in the area, Hedwig will come down, pick up the small red box and take it to the Diagon Alley cheat shop so that you can buy it later. So as far as I know, Hogwarts is the only place where you can unlock your cheats. Cheats are quite good. They let you do certain things in the game. The most useful ones, I think, are the times codes, so you can get more out of your studs, because it's insane how much there is to buy in this game. And some of the things are rather expensive. I think it's really good about Hogwarts is that if you want to learn a certain spell, the game will take you to the classroom that you're meant to learn in. So let's say you want to learn a charm spell, you go to the charms classroom. If you want to learn how to make a certain potion, the game will take you to the potions lab in the dungeon. And so the game designers have done a really good job of designing Hogwarts and bringing the player into the world of Harry Potter by letting them explore the castle as they play the game. The staircase is even moved, just like in the books. Also, I'm not so sure if this is included in every edition of the game, but when I bought my LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 game, I got a free DVD of Harry Potter 1, which was nice to watch, but I'm not so sure if everybody gets this when they buy the game. But it was a nice little extra. I'm just going to exit this Hogwarts. I'm going to go back to the leaky cauldron and show off one more level, and then I'm going to go to my complaints. Because there isn't really that much else to say, YouTube. It's just a very good LEGO game. So I'll just show off one more level, and I'll go to my complaints. Let's go for the Jinx Broom level. I'm always showing off levels in the first book because I don't want to spoil too much of the game for people who haven't played it before and who are just watching this review to get a feel what the game's like. Because I don't like spoiling things for people. I do try and avoid spoilers in most of my reviews. This level's called Jinx Broom. This corresponds to the part of the book where Harry's on his broomstick and Hermione and Ron are trying to save him before his broom throws him off and kills him. In this level you do get to ride a broomstick, so I'll find that part of the level and show it off. Just no longer cast Wingardium Leviosa to move all these blocks out of the way. There we go. Steady on, boys. I'm walking here. Whoops. Depending on which character you're controlling, the broom controls quite differently. Harry's probably the best one on the broom, Hermione's probably the worst, and Ron's pretty average. The broomstick itself controls quite well. If you want to make the broom go higher, in certain levels you have to hold down the A button. It works pretty well. Although I can see why the game designers didn't put a Quidditch match into the game, because I think it'd be rather slow and rather difficult to control the broom in order if you wanted to play a game of Quidditch. But it does work quite well. A lot of the puzzles in this game seem to revolve around lifting up bricks and putting them into place. All you do is pick it up with your wand, use your pointer, just drag it into place, and it works beautifully. Now I'm going to switch to Hermione and get out my little cat friend and activate the switch. The puzzles in the game, they're quite easy, although there is a fair share of hard ones in there. I remember this one level where I was in the girls' bathroom in I think it was the 4th book, and it took me a while to figure out how to do this level. But once I figured out the first puzzle, which got me to the second part of the level, the rest of the level's pretty much easy and kind of short. But most of the levels are good fun. It does take a while to get used to the controls. Building structures and platforms with the bricks can be a bit fiddly at times, but once you get used to it, it's alright. Depending on which book you're in, you can get certain spells. Some of the spells you don't get until right at the end of the game. This is one more so I can get through these obstacles. I'm going to put this back together. I'm going to solve one of these book puzzles. too difficult. So then you have a spell. That is the only way of killing these flying goblin creatures. You have to turn them into bubbles and then pop the bubble when they fall on the floor and they die. That's one of my favourite spells in the game. And the other spell that's really useful is the Lumos spell. It lets you get rid of plants and like dark caverns. Anyway, YouTube, that's all the footage I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to go to my complaints. Some of the bosses are quite hard in the game, and also some of them easy. The bosses, you know, they aren't too difficult once you figure out their attack patterns and what you need to do to beat them. Most bosses are kind of like a puzzle in themselves. Okay, now my complaints about LEGO Harry Potter years 1 to 4. I only have 3 complaints with this game. My first complaint I already mentioned in the review, that some of the cutscenes have bits missing from the films and the books, which is rather annoying because Norbert is quite an important part of the first book, I thought. My second complaint is that some of the bosses can be a little bit glitchy. I remember when I was in book 3 fighting the giant spider Eragon, I was trying to throw my boulders at it to attack it, but for some bizarre reason the boulders wouldn't hit Eragon and his health bar wouldn't go down. So it was a really weird boss fight and I couldn't tell if the game was glitchy or I wasn't doing it right. But all the other boss fights in the game seemed to work okay, but that one seemed to be a little bit glitchy. But the main complaint I have with this game is at times the AI can be really, really stupid when it comes to controlling your second party member. When I was playing one of the bonus levels, for some bizarre reason, my partner kept walking into the lava. Yes, it was funny to watch, but the AI in this game can be, as far as controlling your party member, can be pretty stupid sometimes, and it can cost you dearly. But other than that, Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 is a very good LEGO game, and I am looking quite forward to see what the LEGO company does with the next 3 books. So I give the game a very well-deserved 4 out of 5. My next review will be Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Wii. Until then, bye!